Hello everyone. One of my viewers asked about the best graphics settings for GTA 5 Enhanced. Here are the ideal graphics settings for playing GTA 5 Enhanced on a low-end PC with 60 FPS. I tested these settings in various game scenarios and achieved a consistent performance of 60 FPS. For this test, I am using a GTX 1650 DDR6 model along with an Intel i5-12400 processor and 16GB of RAM. Before we start the video, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Let's get started. Looking at the video settings, we have only 4GB of RAM to work with, which is less than what is typically required for these settings. Therefore, we need to turn on Ignore Suggested Limits. Next, set the screen type to the full screen and the resolution to 1920x1080. The refresh rate should be the highest possible option, which is for me is 170Hz. Make sure to turn off the frame limit and VSync and enable Nvidia Reflex with Boost. Since we won't be using frame scaling, set that option to off. For anti-aliasing, select TAA, which helps increase image pixel density, making jagged edges look smoother. Additionally, set the sharpness bar to the maximum. In the quality section, set the shader quality and texture quality to very high for better rendering of particles and finer details of objects and buildings. Anisotropic filtering should be set to 4x and particle quality should be set to ultra. Tessellation should be set to high for better detailing of trees, while water and grass quality should be set to very high. For lighting, set the lighting quality and reflection quality to high, set the shadow quality to high and select soft for soft shadows. In the post effects section, set the post effects to high, adjust the motion blur strength to the minimum and set ambient occlusion to SSTO. For the scene section, set the population density and variety to the maximum, set the distance scaling bar to the maximum and enable high detail streaming while flying. That's it for the graphics settings. Now let's start counting our FPS. Initially, while driving through the city, we achieve a solid performance of 80 to 100 FPS with a 1% low of 55 FPS. From the top view, while paragliding through the city, we maintain a constant performance over 90 FPS with a 1% low of 57 FPS. Next, during a thunderstorm, while driving in the city, the frame rate range between 60 and 90 FPS, typically sticking close to 70 FPS with a 1% low of 60 FPS. During explosions, we see frames between 60 and 70 FPS, rarely dropping below 60 FPS with a 1% low of 59 FPS. In the forest areas, while driving, frames fluctuate between 60 and 80 FPS with a 1% low of 58 FPS. On the beach, we can expect a consistent performance over 80 FPS with a 1% low of 57 FPS. While jet skiing, frames rate lie between 60 and 90 FPS, and during underwater diving, we maintain a steady performance of over 80 FPS with a 1% low of 57 FPS. Moving on to the areas with grass and vegetation, frames approach 60 FPS but do not dip below that. While flying the plane, we achieve frame rate above 80 FPS for the most of the time, even surpassing the 100 FPS mark. Finally, during cutscenes, we notice a drop in FPS, occasionally dipping close to 30 FPS for a few seconds. However, this drop has a negligible impact on the gameplay.
You always like gasoline, Trevor! Man, that was your best fucking friend! Fuck you. Oh! Woo! Oh! You know what, tough guy? It's time you grow the fuck up. I mean, I admit, I'm a bad piece of work, but that guy, that piece of shit, no boundaries, no sense of when to back off, no nothing. 24/7 insanity, day in, day out, all the time. Never regretted nothing, cared for nothing. Fuck him.
I hope these graphic settings works well for you. Thank you for watching and I will see you guys in the next video.